What's up, world? Back with another Spread of Love Sunday for ya. This week I decided to get in the costume a little bit. I've got my handy dandy tank top that I got for, I want to say it was either my birthday or Christmas. I don't remember. I think I got it from my mom. Because I am spreading some love to the new Wonder Woman movie that came out this weekend. If you haven't heard of it, like, you've been living under a rock or something, because, like, they've had, like, it's just been hyped up so much since it was announced. So I went and got to see that on Friday night with my mom, my little sister, and a couple of family friends of ours. That movie was incredible. Every second of it, I was just, like, fully, my attention was fully on the screen the whole time. Best place to sit when I love when I go to the movies. I love sitting in the very back row, as dead center as I can get. Friday night I was in the second to last row, I think, because there was people in the back row, but it's still pretty good. Like the back row or the second to last are the best places to sit, or even the third sometimes. But perfect spot to see this movie because you don't have to strain your neck and whatever. But the whole movie was just fantastic. And I've never been like huge crazy into comics, so I don't know a lot of the superhero lore behind all these different superheroes and stuff, but I love movies, so when a new superhero movie comes out, or any movie really, I get really excited, but especially with this one because my mom grew up with Linda Carter Wonder Woman, and we have the first 2 seasons on DVD, I believe. And so I watched those a couple years ago, and I was just like, oh, Wonder Woman is so cool. She's awesome, she's so amazing. And then when Batman v Superman came out and Wonder Woman was in that, my mom saw the costume. I showed her the picture for the new Wonder Woman costume for this iteration, and she was a little hesitant because she grew up with Linda Carter Wonder Woman, the very classic, the patriotic feel, and she was a little hesitant at first. She's like, I don't know, but then we saw the movie and Wonder Woman is in it, obviously, and she was like, all right, they changed my mind. And then when the Wonder Woman movie was announced, she was pretty excited, as were me and my sister, because we love movies in general, but this one even better because Wonder Woman, she's so cool, she's like amazing. So we went to go see that on Friday, and something you should know about me: when I go to the movie theaters, more often than not, I react. Like, I full on react when I watch movies. Very rarely will I just sit there stone-faced. That's just not me. I'm an energetic person on a good day. Most days I'm energetic and crazy and just ask people that have known me forever, they'll tell you. But some people don't like going to the movies with me and my little sister because we react to like everything that's going on in movies. So like on Friday night, I'll try not to get too spoilery for people that might not have seen it yet, but if you haven't seen the movie yet, why are you watching this? Go watch the movie, then come watch this. But hey. And so we were watching it, and I'd be like, I'd be gasping or laughing, making little comments here and there, just under my breath. And then there was a moment towards the end, something happened. Me and my sister both. Our friend was sitting in between us, so we weren't sitting next to each other. And it's even better when we're sitting next to each other because we react off of each other. But so our friend was sitting in between us, so I don't know what she was doing, but I could hear her at the end when this one thing happened. I won't say what it was if you haven't seen it, but if you have seen the movie, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Something happened, and me and my sister both, we were both kind of like, and then it happened, and we were both just like, ah. It's like, I was sitting in my chair, and nobody was sitting in like the seats right next to me, so I like threw my hand on the back of the chair and like threw my head back and was just like, my heart. Like, I was freaking out, and like I thought I was gonna start crying, and I could hear the people in the row behind us, but they were down a few seats. I could hear them laughing at me and my sister because we were just being so ridiculous. And then, oh man, it was so perfect. Like, I love. So if you ever go to a movie with me, just beware. I might hit you. I think I hit my mom once when we were watching a movie at the theater that she had already seen it. I hadn't. So I start hitting her. I'm like, ah, ah, ah. You know, I'm like hitting her leg and whatnot. But so yeah, so I kudos to, you know, the writers and the director, Patty Jenkins, who's the director, and the writers. I don't know who, all their names, but, you know, kudos to you guys for making such a great movie that has me reacting and almost in tears, because I don't cry a lot when I watch, like, movies and shows. Like, it takes a special, like, moment, like a really intense moment, you know, special kind of moment to have me tearing up. Although I've noticed I started crying a lot more when I watch TV shows. I've been binge watching a lot, so I've noticed I've started like tearing up a lot more. I don't know. But like as far as movies go, I don't cry a lot when I watch movies. I can only think of a couple of occasions where I've cried while watching movies, and Wonder Woman had me so close to tears. So close to tears. Like, good on you guys. Chris Pine is in the movie. I love him. He played Steve Trevor, Major Steve Trevor. Total hunk. Not gonna lie, he's gorgeous. He did such a good job. He had some really funny lines that were like, yeah, that's awesome. It was good, and of course Wonder Woman herself, Diana Prince, Gal Gadot. I don't know exactly how to pronounce her last name, but she's gorgeous. She's incredible, amazing. Did a fantastic job with this. I actually just watched when she was on. I want to say it was Jimmy Fallon. I think it was Jimmy Fallon. She was talking about what it was like when she got the part for Wonder Woman, and it was a funny story. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. Funny story. I hadn't heard the story before of how she got the role, but that's a pretty incredible story. It's hilarious. You'd have to, you know, check it out. Google search it. Maybe I'll put the link below. I don't know. But yeah, this movie had like everything. It was fantastic. Everybody who was in it did amazing. And like one of like the main things for me when I watch movies is I want to be surprised. You know, if there's like a big reveal, I want to be surprised, you know, have that suspense. So they did such a good job of how they set things up that I was legitimately, like, I was surprised, but at the same time I wasn't. Like, I had a feeling, but I wasn't expecting what was revealed. You know, I knew something was going to be revealed, but I didn't expect what it was that was revealed. I don't know if that made any sense to anybody, but it made sense to me. So, you know, that's like the best, is when people, writers and story, you know, creators can do that. They build something up, have you thinking one thing, and they're like, oh, just kidding, it's like this. And you're like, oh, okay, that makes so much sense now. And you start, after it's revealed, you start putting pieces together from the rest of the story, and you're like, oh, I see it now. That makes so much sense. And that's what happened after this movie. Me and my sister and my mom, you know, we're all talking. We're like, okay, that makes sense. Why? You know, we're starting to piece things together. We're like, okay, I see what they did there. You know, so this movie was fantastic. If you have not seen it, definitely go see it. It's totally worth it. We stayed till like the very, very end because it's not Marvel movies, you know, they put end credit scenes. Sometimes they're like 2 or 3. DC doesn't usually do that, and so we stayed anyways because, you know, we were having fun talking, and you never know. But yeah, definitely go see this movie. You hopefully you won't regret watching it. It's fantastic. I'm so excited to see her in Justice League when that comes out. Yeah, so Gal and Chris, Patty, everybody who worked on this movie, you did such a fantastic job. I loved it. I can't wait to see more Wonder Woman stuff coming up. I'm just like, I was like freaking out all weekend, and like I made a post on Tumblr about how I was throughout the whole movie, and it's that gif of the girl with like the curly hair, and she's like, yes, queen. So like I posted that on Tumblr Friday night after I got home from the movie, and it's, as of today, it's Sunday. It has, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Where is this? This is all weird. 4,000, over 4,000 notes. Like, that's incredible. Yeah, so there's the GIF. I don't know if it hasn't really loaded. But yeah, that's the post. It's like me throughout the entirety of Wonder Woman. Yes, queen. I think the words are backwards. Sorry, guys. Maybe not. No, wait, just kidding. They're not. I'm backwards. My face. I'm sorry. I'm like going like way off track now. But yeah, so it's got, where did it even go? Oh, because I scrolled. Over 4,000 notes now. Sorry, that was really weird and awkward for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm an awkward person some of the time. I'm going to stop talking now and just end this video. So that post made me very proud, though. It's the most notes I've ever had on a post, so that's pretty cool. So everybody who worked on this movie, fantastic job. I loved it. Keep up the fantastic work. I can't wait to see what's next. Yeah, so bye.